Installed. Hi guys, it's Alexa here from Kelowna Now, and we are doing an episode on Faces of Kelowna. And I have Candice in studio from Ink Parlour. She was the face of tattoo for 2025.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we are here to talk about fun things, all tattoos. So can we start off easy, Candice? And where should people get a tattoo?
Right? Where? Well,
Where should they go?
Location. Do some research. Search some artists. Find the style you like. And then, figure out what you're going to get and where you're going to put it on your body.
How long have you been, you own Ink Parlour, but how long have you been doing tattoos?
I've been tattooing, I started in 1996, 97, learning the skill, the trade. Yeah, so a few years.
Do tattoo artists, and maybe everyone's a little bit different, you go to school, or are you just like artistic, or like tell us a little bit about, like, you didn't always do tattoos.
No. So I think that now there's starting to be some more schools, but most of it is apprenticeship. So you find a mentor, someone that is willing to take you on as an apprentice, and then learn the skill, the trade from there.
Yeah. And why did you choose tattooing?
I knew a tattoo artist, and I watched the tattoo process happen from drawing to outline to black and gray color. And I really, really liked it. And I thought, I want to do that.
When did you get your first tattoo?
I got my first tattoo at 19, which is a little bit later than some people.
Yeah.
And then some people wait actually a lot longer too. So it's personal preference.
Yeah. Do you believe in the saying, like, once you get one tattoo, you can't really, like, stop, or, like, you know what I mean?
That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I oftentimes will mention on the way out the door, I'll see you again.
See you
You'll
soon.
be back.
Are tattoos painful?
Tattoos can be painful based on where you get it on the body, but for the most part, our equipment has come a long ways.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you're telling me, okay, my tattoo is 10 years old, so would I count as newer?
That would be probably a more painful tattoo than say now.
Yeah,
the equipment has changed a bit from then.
That's cool.
Little smaller needle gauges, lighter hand, more efficient tattoo machines, better technology, just like anything else.
Wow, very cool. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do before you get your tattoo to help? Like, do you recommend, like, don't go drinking the night before?
Yeah, you don't want to be having some alcohol the night before. It does thin your blood. And just prepare yourself. Have a good night's sleep, a good breakfast. Make sure that you're, like, fresh and ready to go.
Do you, and maybe this is just me making things up, do you recommend taking, like, a little bit of, like, an ibuprofen? Would that help, or not really? Or
I believe, this is what I believe I know, is that the ibuprofen can thin the blood, so we don't recommend
taking anything.
So I don't know. Just be fresh.
Just be fresh.
Yeah, don't be too worried.
Yeah. How long do tattoos take?
Depending on the size of the tattoo, it could be about 10 minutes to
2
hours.
Sometimes you do stages, right?
It's mostly the prep of the tattoo. So we have to have the client come in, do some waivers, go over the design, create a stencil, clean the area, stencil the area, and then the tattoo might only take like 5 minutes. And then aftercare, go over aftercare, bandage, and then your payment.
So can you walk us a little bit more through that process? So let's say I'm someone interested in getting a tattoo, but I don't really know what I want.
Right.
Do you do, like, a consultation, or like a meeting, or how does that work?
Yeah, so if you're not sure and you have some ideas in mind, you can always contact the studio and book an in-person or telephone tattoo consultation. We can sit with you, go over your ideas, give you suggestions, to narrow in on what exactly would work and with your idea.
Do you find that some people might take, like, actually a few sessions to get it?
Yes. So if you're getting a large scale piece, I myself, some artists are different, but I like to do all my outlining, like create the design. There's a lot of stenciling hours that are involved in just mapping it out on your body. And then I'll do the outline and maybe hit into some back shading, and then allow it to heal. And then depending on where we're tattooing again, it could be 2 weeks to a month later that I reschedule the following appointment.
Do you guys, obviously there's a lot of like cleaning and sterilizing of machines, like super important.
Yeah, so all tattoo studios are licensed by the city, and with tattooing, it's Interior Health that inspects us. As for our studio, and a lot of studios now are very disposable, so we don't actually have a sterilizer on site. All is one-time use. And yeah, we all cover anything that we touch with protective barriers. So
kind of like a hospital or a clinic, right?
It's a borderline medical procedure, so we keep very clean.
Nice. I didn't even know there was different inks.
Yes.
So maybe you can tell me about that.
So we do tattoo pigments. We are ordering them only from North American manufacturers. It's not like getting anything like off Amazon or something like that.
Like high quality.
Yeah, high quality. And artists will choose a very good quality tattoo pigment because it performs better in the skin. So there's no messing around.
Yeah. Interesting. I had no idea. I just thought ink was...
Right?
But I guess
I'll pour out a bunch of blacks and they'll be like, why are you pouring out 5? And I'm like, well, that's my black lining. That's my dark, my medium, my light, my water, whatever. Right?
Very cool. Some aftercare. So let's say I came and got myself a tattoo. Are you allowed to shower? Can you work out? Should you be in the sun? Like we're going into the hot season. So do you see people get less tattoos in the summer?
So we have a regular client base that are in the Okanagan, and I don't really see them in the summer months. They want to go out to the lake. They want to be camping. But we do get some tourists that come in that are, say, visiting our beautiful Okanagan and going into the lakes.
Yeah. Vacation and let's get a tattoo.
So
bachelorettes.
Parties, wine tours, out in the sun having fun. So I oftentimes will ask them when I'm doing the booking process, like what are your plans? Are you planning on going anywhere in the sun or water? After you get your tattoo, you will need to protect it from any sort of water other than your shower for a 2-week period. As long as it heals well and you take care of it, it should be the first stage of healing should be done. However, sun, though, you need to wait about 6 weeks before you're laying on a beach.
So you can cover it up, though. Like, do you need is more than just like the...
because the UV rays can go through clothing, and then you wouldn't want to ruin your trip that you plan to come out here. So they'll do it. I'll recommend waiting till the end of their vacation, and then we'll go from there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What's some after, like, at your own house? Like, do you put lotion on it? I know tattoos peel, right?
Yes. And they'll do, like, a little flaking kind of So we do a second skin application, and that allows the client to quickly use the shower during the first 48 hours or so. After that, then you will remove that second skin, and it'll get a little more serious. So we suggest a certain clear pump soap, not a bar soap at the bottom of your shower. And we use a tattoo-specific aftercare that we sell at our studio. And we go over all the aftercare. You get emailed your aftercare.
Yeah, so if you don't fully listen or you need a reminder.
And you have tattoo brain when you leave the studio and you're all excited and, oh, what did she say?
Yeah, I want to show it off.
Right?
Okay, so I'm like thinking about it. What if I went, like, I like going to hot yoga. Is that something I need to avoid?
Yeah. So
like sweating a lot, right?
Excessive sweating, if you're going to hot yoga, that's not going to help your tattoo. You want to keep it, you want your body to do what your body is naturally going to do to heal it and not overly sweat. That will pool in your second skin and probably won't do anything positive
for it.
And then gyms too are not, well, I believe gyms should be very clean, but there's other people sweating.
Well, you're just worried about getting infections.
So touch. So it's a wound you want to heal perfectly.
Why do tattoos fade?
Right. Okay. So if you got a tattoo that, say, you had on an area that was maybe in a high rub area, and initially it might fade a bit. And then the other thing that can happen is if you have, like, say, some color in a tattoo and you're a sun baby and you love being in the sun all the time, that'll eventually fade your tattoo as well. And that would be really the only reason, unless it was executed improperly.
When do you is there upkeep to tattoos? And if you can make your tattoo, I mean, obviously you put sunscreen, take care of it and all that kind of stuff, or try not to maybe sunbathe as much as I do. But is there ways to, let's use me as an example. I got a tattoo when I was 23.
Right.
I'm going to be 33, so about a decade.
Yeah.
And it's faded quite a bit. Okay. But I did also get white ink.
Okay.
So,
right.
And it's in a rubbing spot.
Okay.
So should I come in and get it looked at?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. So just hit us up and we can have a peek and see if there's anything that we can do. Maybe it just needs some crispening of lines. Our bodies are slowly digesting tattoos and regenerating new skin cells over and over again. So a clean straight line might start to look a little fuzzy over a decade. Sometimes just putting in a new line will
make it look fresh again.
Yeah, help clarify.
Okay, so not always you have to do completely the whole tattoo ever again?
Not necessarily. They are a chapter of your life. You got this tattoo and it's going to heal and wear and as a part of your
body
life,
as we age, wrinkles and what do you love most about being a tattoo artist?
Well, that's a big question. Yeah. I think I like to meet people, and then I don't like to do the same thing every single day.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's different every day.
Every single day.
But also the stories and you're usually there. Do you sometimes feel like you're a therapist?
Oh, yeah, tattoo therapy for sure. Yeah. And I have some clients that are very fun that will, so what's going on now and how are you doing with this and that? Yeah.
You feel very part of their journey.
Right, definitely.
Because there's lots of different styles of tattoos, what would you say is your bread and butter though, that you love doing the most?
My
or style wise, because you all have different styles, right?
Yes, and so there are things that are trending that we
thin tattoos.
Thin tattoos, thin line tattooing. I love doing thin line tattooing. Yeah, but that sometimes there's little things that come along the way, like a little mountain range, and that becomes a little trend. So I like nailing down a successful tattoo no matter what it is, but incorporate my style into that. So I don't have a chance to do a lot of my own custom flash, which hopefully soon I will. Yeah. But I will take their ideas and create something of ours together. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Very cool. So how do people connect with you, or how do people that are maybe I've been thinking about a tattoo, where do people go to reach out and connect with you?
Okay, so for the Ink Parlor, the best thing to do would be to check out our website. Yeah. And then on the website, there's links to social media for each artist. You can pop on there and get an idea of what their style is and think about the tattoo that you're thinking of creating with said artist and if it would match, and then go from there. There's a booking request form on our site, or just give us a shout.
Well, thank you, Candice, for joining
us.
And I'm it makes me want another tattoo.
I know, it's hard to come into the shop and talk about tattoos.
Makes me want to fix my tattoo.
Well, come see us.
Yes. Did I miss anything, or is there anything else you want to shine? Well,
I think that's great.
Go check out also Candice was the face of tattoo for 2025, so you can find that on Kelowna now. And if you have any questions about tattoos, or we didn't get all other people's questions answered,
for sure.
She is available and willing to answer any questions.
Help you out.